Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a brand new app that honestly might just change how you think about photo editing for good. It's called PromptPix, and it's all about turning your words into visual magic. You know the feeling, right? You've got this great photo, but you just want to tweak it a little. Maybe get rid of that random tourist in the background, or turn a gray, gloomy sky into a beautiful, sunny day. But then you open up some complicated photo editor and boom, you're just staring at a wall of buttons, layers, and tools that make no sense. So what if you could just skip all of that? I mean, we all know the old way, spending hours wrestling with complex software, trying to figure out what every little slider does. But PromptPix is asking a totally different question. What if you could just type what you want to happen? It's a much, much simpler approach.
So let's properly meet the app that's making all this happen. And you should really think of PromptPix less like a piece of software and more like your very own personal art assistant, just waiting for your instructions.
So what is it exactly? Well, at its core, PromptPix is an app that uses AI to edit your photos based on simple text prompts. That means no more fiddling around with brushes or confusing settings. You literally just describe the change you want in plain English. And the possibilities here are just so fun and powerful. You can make simple requests, like change the background to a sunset, or you can get really creative. And I love this example. You can tell it to add a llama next to me. It just goes to show you your imagination is pretty much the only limit. Okay, so let's get into it because it really does feel like magic, but what's happening behind the scenes is some seriously impressive technology. How does it actually go from your typed out prompt to a finished picture? The whole process is designed to be incredibly easy. It's really just a simple 3-step dance. You upload your image, you type in your creative command, and then you hit generate. That's it. The AI does all the heavy lifting. It's really that simple. So what's the engine making this all possible? Well, it's not just any AI. This thing is powered by Google's Gemini AI, specifically the Gemini 2.0 Flash model. And that is the cutting-edge stuff that can understand both language and images, which is what lets it make these incredible edits on the fly. And for any of you who are curious about what's under the hood, here are the basic ingredients. The key things to know are that it's using modern web tech and a cool tool called Capacitor. That's what lets it work so well on mobile. And of course, everything is built around that core Google generative AI to create a fast, smooth experience no matter where you're using it. So we know what it is and we know how it works, but an app today is way more than just its tech. Let's take a look at the full package, from how it operates as a business to some of its really cool standout features. And this is always the first question we ask, isn't it? If an app this powerful is actually free to use, there's got to be a catch somewhere. How do they make their money? The answer is actually pretty straightforward. It's advertising. The app's main revenue comes from Google AdMob, so you'll see some banner ads and other ads pop up. This means you don't need a subscription for any of the core features, which is a pretty common way to keep powerful tools accessible to everybody. Okay, so a free app that's supported by ads, that immediately brings up the next and maybe even more important question for a lot of us. What about my data? Are my photos and my personal information safe? And on this, the developer gives a really direct and powerful answer right in their data safety section. They state, quote, no data shared with third parties and no data collected. Now, for users, that is a huge privacy-first promise that goes a long way in building trust. Now, let's talk about another feature that really stands out, something that isn't always done this well, and that's true cross-platform compatibility. It's powered by that tech we mentioned earlier, and it's all designed to be completely seamless. And that cross-platform support is a really big deal. It means you can start and edit on your phone while you're on the train, and then later, you can just hop onto the web app on your laptop to finish it up at home. It's all about creating this fluid, unbroken workflow, no matter what device you're on. So let's zoom out for a second. What does an app like PromptPix really mean for the bigger picture? Where does it fit in the market? And what does it tell us about the future of creativity? This really explains PromptPix's sweet spot. On one end of the spectrum, you've got that super complex professional software. And on the other end, you have those simple one-tap filter apps. PromptPix is aiming to be the bridge, right in the middle, giving you powerful results without that crazy learning curve. Ultimately, the mission here is about democratizing creativity. The goal is to give everyone, whether you're a social media creator, a marketer, or just someone taking photos for fun, access to professional quality editing tools without needing a design degree to actually use them. And the app isn't just standing still. The developers are already looking ahead. They're thinking about things like batch processing, so you can edit all your vacation photos at once, plus direct sharing to social media and even advanced templates. It's possible we might even see a premium subscription for pro features down the line. And all of this leaves us with one last really big question to chew on. When AI can handle all the technical stuff, the how, it frees us up to focus completely on the what. So what happens to human creativity when the only real limit left is our own imagination? That is definitely something to think about.